As usual.
No, not you again.
I still have something very important for you to do. Have you?
All right, so I am about to go check this movie out. What movie you say? I'm going to check out Madam Web. I'm going in with low expectations. I already seen the reviews, so I know this movie is going to be bad. But I am at least hoping that I'll have some kind of fun with this movie. So I'm about to go check this out. We'll see how good it is or how bad it is. All right, so I'm back in the car again after I just got done seeing Madam Web, and man, it felt like I just got done watching a CW movie. Like, really, this doesn't feel like a comic book movie at all. So I'm just trying to really sit here and process this. First of all, this timeline, it takes place 20 years in the past, in 2003, and it has some characters from previous Spider-Man comics and from the movie too, but the timeline is going to be messed up if this intertwines. So I'm thinking this got to be an alternate universe, because the ages and some of the characters just don't fit in with, you know, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, Tom Holland Spider-Man. It just doesn't work out. So I think this might be another multiverse, but I don't know. I'm just guessing. If you guys are familiar with the Twilight movies and you remember the big fight scene, you know, the vampires versus, you know, what's her name? I forgot the girl's name in the movie, but the vampires with the werewolves and they're in the woods fighting. These action scenes are like that. You know, if you've seen Twilight and you've seen that action scene and what happened at the end of the action scene, most of these action scenes in Madam Web are like that. So if you didn't like what happened in Twilight, you're not going to like what's happening in this movie. And I know I'm going all over the place with this review, but just my brain is scrambled right now trying to think about this. But I think this movie should be watched on cable or Netflix. This is more like a Netflix movie. I actually felt like I was watching a CW movie when I was sitting in the theaters. Like, I mean, this is CW level entertainment right now. It's bad, but it's still kind of entertaining, you know. But yeah. Oof. And the villain. So the villain, when he talks, like with his dialogue, he's talking like he's dubbed, you know. When he's talking, his lips and the speech that's coming out of his mouth is not in sync. So I don't know what's going on. You guys have to see what I'm talking about. But when you see the villain speak, it's like his voice, and it just looks like a dubbed action when he's speaking. It's hard to explain. Also, the end of this movie, when the villain faces off against the main characters, he just suddenly forgets he has superpowers. You know, punches don't hurt anybody. When he grabs somebody, he just decides to throw him. You know, normal movie shit. He decides to throw him and doesn't go for the kill. And let's talk about Madam Web herself. Her powers are dumb. I mean, I've seen her in the comics and I've seen her in the Spider-Man cartoon show. Her powers were dumb then, but these are super dumb. If you guys ever seen the TV show Echo, they're on par with how stupid, you know, Echo's powers are. It's just dumb. Oh my God. Like, really, who really asked for a Madam Web movie? You know, there's a lot of Spider-Man characters they could have used that are better than Madam Web. And then her three sidekicks, they're supposed to be teenagers, but you could look at these girls and, you know, these women are pushing like 30, but I know why they did it. You know, it's hard to cast teenagers, and you know they gotta work, only they can't work like past midnight or something, so it's smarter to use, you know, adults. But man, these chicks don't look like teenagers. And these girls have powers, you know, but the movie really doesn't explain how they got their powers, so it just left me with a lot of questions. I say again, this movie is not a superhero movie like you expect. This is like a CW movie, CW Flash, CW Arrow type of movie. I know the budget was probably low, but I mean, I knew what I was getting into. The Rotten Tomato scores were in the teens, and that's bad. It was like 16, I think. But save your money, you know. But if you're curious like me and wanted to see how bad it is, hey, go watch it. You might like it. I've seen worse movies, but yeah, this is something that you need to watch when it comes to Netflix. All right. Peace out.